Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Belinda, and I am here to plant seeds and just have fun because that's what we're supposed to be doing, is having fun. Uh, One of the things that have been on my mind all morning is now I'm drawing a blank. And so many things has ever happened, so many things running in my brain, and now I'm like, so let's just take a minute. How has your day been? I hope you've been having a good day. We are here on our own journey, and everybody's different, even though there's similarities. We are not to judge ourselves, because I know I've always heard this all of my life, that things are different now. The earth is different. Things are changing. There's a lot of things that are the same. And there are a lot of things that are going to continue to be the same. But if you want really the world around you to change, which is basically what we need to focus on as us. We can't save the world, go out there in this world and start. I mean, you can try, you can, picket and protest, and, we've been doing that for hundreds of years, and that doesn't change much. It's like a yo-yo. Changes a little, then it gets worse. Changes a little, then it gets worse. So, and especially because they just want to keep us in fear. That's one of the things that all my life, they keep us in fear. They want to control us. I feel personally that we're like cash cows. They want to sell something, and then they just start making up all kinds of fear things. It's like better for the environment. No, it's better for their pocket. Because think about it. Okay. I've mentioned before, and a lot of people talk about it, that this is energy. We are all energy, right? This whole existence is energy. And what we touch and it's around us, it's just a matter of different levels of energy, I guess you could say. And just basic, okay? I'm not going to get really into the nitty gritty, but basically, I try to simplify things here. And if you really are the kind of person like I am that likes to, dig in deeper and get down into the nitty gritty, then there are a lot of people out there that can explain things a heck of a lot better than I am. I consider myself a parrot. A parrot that's, plants seeds. Like a bird, yeah. Anyways, our existence is energy. That's it, light, energy. And so if you think about it, I was outside in my porch a second ago, and I was thinking about it again. How they say, oh, you got to go out into nature and get grounded, and, it's so good for you. And I'm not saying it's not, because it is. All the information out there is true. It is for somebody. It's true. That's the important thing. Okay, information out there. If you like it, and it's for you. If you don't, don't hate. Just go to the next video. But back to the energy. I'm outside in my porch, and I live in an apartment complex, but it's very beautifully landscaped. And when I've been asked for do meditations where I have to go out into nature, and they want me to go to a beach, or they want me to go to an ocean, But there's a lot of landscaping here that's very beautiful, and it really puts me into a really good, peaceful mood. One day I'll walk a little bit, show you my apartment complex, how pretty it's landscaped. Well, you know, if everything's energy and everything comes from earth, right? So why do we have to go anywhere? Why do we have to go to the woods when, God or the higher powers, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, they're not going to punish us because we have to live in a city and we don't have, dirt to step on, trees, to hug or anything like that. If you do, that's great. If you can, perfect, But since we're all energy and we all live on this earth and and they talk about the feminine time of our existence, which means just the power of intention, good or bad. But we talk about the good here. So I honestly believe, whatever, but I'm curious to see what you think. So I'm always curious what you think about what I say. So you can say whatever you want, good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's your opinion and you're entitled to it, and I love you still. Okay. Everything comes from Earth. Okay, except for meteorites or stuff like that. But basically, even that is still part of Earth. So, cement, everything, even rubber, gas, everything that we exist around, we eat, we consume, we walk on, it's created, it comes from the planet. Sure, we process it and, do things to it to change its structure so it looks a different way. But it's all energy. Even the food we eat, I hate to even say, even anything that we consume is energy. So if you put the intention that this is not going to hurt me, and you have faith in the universe, see, because it's all energy. It's all energy. Don't be afraid. If you have to take baby steps, baby steps. I didn't get here, like that either. But think about this. We have the power of intention. So, and everything is energy. It's just the vibration of it, the sound of it, the whatever, the level of it, whatever, how they break it down. Then I'm vibration. So why can't I not put the intention that everything that comes near me or inside me, consumes me, will not harm me? That it will be, my intention is to alchemize it, transmute it to the energy that vibes with me, with my energy. And so that it heals me. It helps raise my vibration. Remember, the people that know, familiar with the Bible, I don't know if all religions have it, but the blessing. I was taught you're supposed to pray and ask God to bless your food. So why were we taught that? What's the purpose of it? Yes, we should always be thankful. Yes, because there is a higher power. Yes, we are a fractal of that higher power, and you can think you are the higher power, or you're co-creating, or whatever it is that, vibes with you is great. But so the thing that I'm getting at, if everything is energy and I have the power of intention, which I always have all my life, then why, pray, just put that intention for the universe that anything that comes within my vicinity, comes near me, or anything that I eat, that bless it so that it will nourish me. It will heal me. It will raise my vibrations. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be processed. It doesn't matter if it's processed. It doesn't matter what it is. See, and that's the thing, is believing, having faith in whatever. Seriously, I have already seen it in my life being transformed. Think about it. Think about it. I'm not saying stop praying for every meal. If that makes you feel happy and that is what you like to do, then please continue doing it, because that is the name of the game. Name of the game. This is all a game. We're supposed to be having fun. We come here to learn, to experience everything, and we're all learning. And you're supposed to have fun. Learning doesn't have to be bad. Learning doesn't have to be scary. But the energy and the grounding. You don't have to go out in the woods if you cannot. The universe isn't going to punish us that can't live out in the wilderness, because I don't think I would want to. I kind of like all the amenities and all the technology and everything. I've always liked, I'm a gadget girl. So, but seriously, you're okay wherever you live. It's all in perception. Sorry. Remember, everything that man has made comes from our planet. And so it is nature. It is. Think about it. If it comes from our planet, it's nature. It's natural. People have been taking raw material from our planet and, changing it around for their own needs forever. So you mean adobe houses aren't natural? Cement isn't natural? It comes, look at the recipe. Look at everything. Even, that is made. Even gasoline and rubber and, well, even old rubber came from trees, but even now, it's just manipulation, alchemy with the processes. We do that with energy. So it's possible. So don't be afraid. Try to think about that. Don't be afraid of that you can't go outside and go into the woods, so you're damned, or get worried and stress out about it, because no, that's the name of the opposition's game. They want to keep us in fear and worry and everything that goes with it. No, just live where you are. You're there for a purpose. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Find the beauty around you. There's beauty everywhere. If you focus on just the negative and what's ugly and you think is ugly, that's all you're going to see. And that's what your energy is going to vibrate, and that's more of what you're going to attract. Everyone says that everywhere, but it's true. So don't worry about the world. Yeah, we have children and family we love, and yes, I share with mine. I don't force anybody because they are in their own journey. I've always believed that since the day they were born. Our children are a gift. We're supposed, I feel, as parents and We're supposed to raise them, love them, teach them about things where they can survive in the society that we live in, and then share all the knowledge about different religions and beliefs and everything. I never told my children exactly what I believed in. I just try to express and tell them stories and everything that, all the religions that I knew of were talking about: Christmas, Easter, you name it. And they grew up wonderful with open minds, and they're finding their own way. So, but that's, our children are just borrowed. I mean, not borrowed. They're loaned to us, and for us to set them on their journey. And we learn so much from them. So don't be afraid if you live in the city. It's still Mother Earth. It's still our planet, and everything comes. The clothes that you wear, the glasses that I have on, the makeup that I have on or don't have on, it all comes from the same place. And it's all energy. So I love you. I'm going to leave it at that. It's not super long. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But I'll see you again soon. Bye.